Hello everybody, welcome back to, of course, my channel. I'm your host, Houston, as always. Welcome back to Maryland Farm Bros. I'm sorry to say this, but it is the end of summer for me. And, of course, that means going back to school. This is going to be my sophomore year in high school. So, it's going to be interesting. So, there will be a lack of uploads. But, of course, I will still be uploading in about 3 to 4 weeks. We will be trimming the big pasture. Definitely get some footage of that. Me and Dad will tag team it. He'll be on the Kubota, I'll be on the Dutes, and we'll give it hell, So, this is a quick video. It will pretty much be a wrap up of, the summer. So, where to begin? Well, wasn't planning on really becoming a YouTuber that much. It really just seemed like, hey, a lot of people wonder, what happens on small farms. We all watch farms on YouTube that are big. Well, no, not many people wonder, what happens on a small farm. So, I'm just gonna climb into the Kubota tractor here. More soundproof. Steering wheel down, I'm gonna switch that. So, not many people wonder what small farms do. So, the channel was to show that, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. We have 12 subscribers, and hopefully we get more. But, yeah. So, future of the farm, I don't know. We're hoping for a good winter season. Hopefully the fall, goes well. But a lot of things still need to get done. We're hoping for possibly fourth cutting hay. We just finished raking, or we just finished rowing up and baling. Third cutting, that would have been 2 weeks ago now. No, a week ago. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. But, yeah. And, hopefully by now we are gonna hopefully stay consistent with how things are rolling. What else is going on? I meant to get footage of putting the bales from third cutting back in the barn. We had to pull them out because they were still wet, so we let them dry out. There'll probably be a video coming out about testing those, see how well they turned out. And yeah, right now we're just going into the season of small work. So I won't be on the farm actually working every day. I will be going off to school. I gotta leave the house by 6:30 to go to school. Then I won't be back home until 5 o'clock. So farm work during the school year is pretty limited, but there's always stuff to do. And yeah, again, pretty happy with how the year turned out. As you know, we have the new round baler and the new hay bind. Things worked out pretty well for that. And the first starting videos, they were all of tedding hay from the big field. We got about 90 bales out of that, because this baler packs them in pretty tightly. So we were pretty happy with that. With the old baler, we probably would have been pushing about 120, which is more. So right now we probably wouldn't have enough room for third cutting off of this front field, but again, pretty happy. And 17 bales off our field right out here. And yeah, we're pretty happy with that. So let's see, what else I'm going to talk about. Again, fall months, sorry. A lot of slow moving. I'll still be working every weekend. Got to vaccinate the cows within the next couple of weeks. So we got to rip out the corral, that was supposed to be a project for the summer that I should have done, but never got to do it. And I'm not happy about that. But it is what it is. Now we're just gonna hope for the best for the summer, as always. Gonna hop out of the tractor here. Again, new round baler. I freaking love this thing. It's done an amazing job. Just throw you up there. It is still needs to be cleaned. We're working on that. It's hard to clean that thing. And I don't know why. But yeah, it's a good baler. It's a good baler. We're happy that we went ahead and picked up a new one while we could. And yeah, other projects that should have gotten done. Well, meant to get that old thing running. There's a bird up there in that window. Great. That's just PG. Farmall Cub tractor. This is pretty much, this was my pride and joy when running. It's got a few issues. The throttle's kind of fucked up on it, but it's got a couple engine issues. But all in all, it was a good tractor. When it was running, you could tell it was just slowly dying, just from like the sound of the engine. You put it in third gear, which is the highest gear on the tractor. Got my tools up here. Third gear, highest gear on the tractor. And you could tell it just was struggling to stay in that gear, especially going up a hill on full throttle. But yeah, it's. I would love to get this thing restored. This thing would be a beautiful show tractor. But you know, it is what it is. But we got this thing all blocked up here, so it won't roll. We've got to get a guy on here to fix the tire situation, because this tire here has always been the one that leaks. They are the original tires. I think actually both sides are pretty. This one is probably the oldest on here. You see, this just chips away right here. So, but it was a beautiful tractor back in the day. And it did work the tobacco fields on the old farm. Those of you that don't know, our old farm was a tobacco dairy farm. So we did do, this was before I was born, we did do chopping, corn silage. We had dairy cows. But yeah. It's kind of interesting hearing the stories about it. The radiator fluid. Keep this tractor nice and cool. Yeah. It's kind of a cute little face. You can always tell that there's a face on the tractor. This one's kind of got a little lopsided face. There's your two eyes. There's the rest of it face. It's a cute tractor. Then, of course, raking or third cutting field, the 140, the Farmall 140, died on us with startup, but it is not going in gear. We think the clutch is gone out on it. Of course, time that it goes out, we kind of need it the most. So, raking with the John Deere, which that John Deere tractor is, of course, also my pride and joy. But I love, I gotta say, red and green and red, they are my two favorite colors. Especially the old rusty red. Probably in the future, you will hopefully see Big Red. If you don't know who Big Red is, it is a fully restored Farmall H tractor restored. It's my grandfather's tractor. He restored it, or he had it restored, I should say, back to its full glory. So that is it was a show tractor until the shows that we went to kind of stopped occurring. It's rough. So now it sits and collects dust in its private and its special garage. But I've always dreamed about getting this Cub tractor out of the barn, fully restored, and then back to getting it on the trail and going to shows. I mean, it's a piece of history. This was built in, I think that we said the 40s. No, this is the 60s. This was a 60s tractor. So they had this this was built in the 60s. Brand new in the 60s. It's kind of down to chipping paint and rust. Plan was to get working on it. It might be for the winter plan, but I don't know. It did used to have a belly mower deck. That's what actually my grandmother used it to cut their yard, because this was considered a lawnmower back then. So, but the mower was left in the old barn when it went down. So me and Dad kind of decided, just take it. Like, we don't use it. The tractor, since it's got engine problems now, it just can't run it. So it's kind of like, why bother keeping it? We have no, it looks like we have room in here, but really we're going to be full to capacity pretty soon. The baler is being parked right here along the manure spreader. Then yeah. But a couple of things were damaged from the barn going down. That's a bar. It's pretty cool. Like the Farmall 460, another big tractor that Dad wants to get running. It is a beautiful tractor, and it did used to work back then. Ooh. I don't know how I can imagine this thing running now. But yeah, the steering wheel was bent, so this piece was up like this, and then you see straight ahead there's no exhaust pipe. There was an exhaust pipe that kind of went kaput. But this tractor is a tricycle tractor. Alrighty, well, it's kind of an interesting gear. This was parking brake, I believe. Yeah. Then you have, I believe, here's throttle here. This really doesn't seem like it's low. The high is down here. I don't see how this was a comfortable tractor, because I'm pretty much surrounded by every gear shift possible. Choke here. This was your starter. Just press it in and you would fire up. I think this was your kill. Then lights, of course. That thing's stuck. This is one of the tractors that had a fuel gauge. Not many of the older tractors had one. Now I think this was loader controls. I remember, if I can, for what Dad says, this was loader controls. That was probably pick the bucket up, down, no, pick the boom up and down, bucket dump, pull it back in. And that might have been, frick, I don't know. One of these was PTO and gauge on the bottom. But pretty cool piece of machinery. I would have loved to see it working on the farm. But, again, International 430 square baler. It's cool. It's old. Manure spreader never seen it work. It's got a flat tire. So, what else do we have? Yeah, that's about it in the big piece. I'll probably end up doing a video about everything over in the other barns another day. Here's my other pride and joy. My John Deere, I always forget, Z915B Z-Track mower. I really do love this thing. We got about, I've owned it for 3 years now. See, I bought it back in 16. Something like that, 16 I believe. Or 15. It's got about 137.7 hours. It's been a good mower. I've used it for everything. It's run the lawn sweeper. It's pulled a trailer. It's pulled my little trailer. And, really, it is a very cool mower. It's got a couple, flaws here and there. Like this is not, I'm not supposed to be able to do that. The bolts for the hood kind of wobble out. It's a very cool mower. I love it. It's then Dad's mower, of course. Dad likes to go with Kubota. I don't know why. Did the same thing with the RTV. He's got about 120 hours on it. So I'm definitely more than his because I cut a lot more grass with mine. I'm doing 2 sets of yards. Well, a 1 whole set and then a half of our yard. But yeah. So pretty much put 2 videos in the one. It's a barn tour. And then also kind of a ending to the year for the summer for me. But that is not the end of course, Maryland Farm Bros or me. Videos will still continue to come out. I promise you guys that. Videos will still come out no matter what. Okay? I'm starting to become more involved in the in this line of work. So, cedar. Oh, I think it's John Deere. Actually, I might be right. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a John Deere. But again, I could be wrong. And yeah. That's pretty much it in the barn. And for this video, of course, hit that like button. It helps us a lot. It's going to help me. And it's going to help us put out more videos. Okay? And everyone likes more videos, right? Right. So, as of course, oh yeah, like our new sticker. I love this thing. We got a lot of looks from it because that's one of our cows right now. Actually. Oh, there's Peanut. Hi, Peanut. Okay. So, we will be continuing more videos in the near future. But of course, like I said, hit the like button. Just put something in the comment section. I'm always interested to hear what people say, and really put something inspiring. Tell me something that I'm not doing right, what you want to see, and what you want to see less of, and of course, subscribe if you have not. And Peanut, really, dude, subscribe, and you will see me again, hopefully for bush hogging, or if not, for vaccinating. One of the two, but you'll see me again. Bye for now.